Hello everyone, you are welcome to Mathematics Tour. This is IGCSE Mathematics paper 4-3 written in October 2023. I have previously uploaded the variants 4.1 and 4.2 respectively. You can check my YouTube channel. The link to download the past paper solved in this video is available in the description and the comment sections below this video. If you are seeing this channel for the first time or you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button as your subscription means a lot to me. Also, I would like to use this medium to show my appreciation to those who have been interacting and collaborating on my YouTube channel, most especially those who give constructive feedbacks like Sir Naren K from India. Thanks to you guys. There are 11 questions in this paper. Let's jump into the first one. Question 1. The table shows the amount received when exchanging $100 in some countries. A. Brad changes $250 to Indian rupees. Calculate the amount he receives correct to the nearest rupee. So we already know that the exchange rate will be dollars to rupees, something like this. Okay, and we know that when you have $100, so you are going to get 7437.05 rupees as given from the table. Okay, so what would be $250 in India rupees? So you have 250 here. Okay, so that means to know what is multiplied by 100 to get 250, so you have to divide 250 by 100, and that will be 2.5. That means times 2.5 here. So we need to do the same thing here, times 2.5, and that will give us the equivalent. So we are going to get 592.625. Okay, so we can now write this to the nearest rupee, and that will be 18593. Okay, to the nearest rupees. Part B. One changes 5,400 Chinese yuan into dollars. Calculate how much he receives in dollars correct to the nearest cent. So we have the ratio like this again. Dollars ratio Chinese yuan. Okay, so we know that $100 will give us 671.20 Chinese yuan. So we want to get the equivalent of 5,400 Chinese yuans. Okay, so that means this was multiplied by something to get 5,400. So we can easily say 5,400 divided by 671.20. so that will give us times 8.04529. okay, so that is what you need to multiply by 100 here. That is times 8.04529. so that will give us 804.529, and we are asked to leave to correct the answer to the nearest cent. Okay, so this is cent here, 0.52, 0.52 rather. So this is our decider. It tells us to round up, and that becomes 1. So that means our final answer will be 804.53 to the nearest cent. So let's go to the next question, that is part C. Greta lives in Spain and goes on holiday to Wales. She spends 3,500 euros in total on travel and hotels in the ratio 4 to 3. Work out how much Gretel spends in euros on travel. Okay, let T represent travel and H represent hotels. Okay, so we have 4:3 and the total ratio is 7. And what we need to do is to check how many lots of 7 are in 3,500. That is 3,500 divided by 7, and that will give us 500. Okay, so that means we have 500 lots of 7 in 3,500. So that is what we use to multiply the two ratios to get the amount spent on them respectively. So this will be times 3. This will be times 500. This will be times 500. So 4 times 500 will give us 2,000, and this will give us 1,500. So it spends 2,000 euros on travel. That is 2,000 euros on travel. So let's go to the next question. Work out how much she spends in pounds on hotels. Okay, so here we need to firstly convert the euros to dollars. So we are going to have dollars ratio euros like this, and we know that $100 will give us 8.535 here. So what are we converting to dollars first? Because we don't have the exchange rate for euros and pounds, so that is why we need to convert the euros to pounds. Then from we need to convert the euros to dollars. Then from dollars we can convert back to pounds. Okay, so and we know that we have 1,500 euros. So this is what we want to convert to dollars, 1,500 euros, because it is impossible to convert it directly to pounds because we don't have the exchange rate from the table. So you divide 1,500 by 85.35, so that will give you 17.5747. So that is times 17.5747. It will give you this. So we need to do the same thing by this side, that is times 17.5747. okay, so and that will give us 1757.47. okay, so that means 1,500 euros is equivalent to $1,757.47. okay, so finally we need to convert the dollars to pounds, excuse me. So that means we're going to have dollars ratio pounds like this. Okay, so we know that $100 is equivalent to 77.05 okay euros. So then we want to convert 1757.47 to pounds. Okay, so that means this 1757.47 should be divided by 100, and that will give us 17.5747. so that is times 17.5747. So this multiplied by 17.5747, okay, 77.05 multiplied by 17.5747 will give us 1354.13. okay, so that means he spends 1,354.13 pounds on hotels. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 1C, Roman figure 3. Greta flies home to Spain. The plane flies a distance of 2200 kilometers, correct to the nearest 100 kilometers. The average speed of the plane is 740 kilometers per hour, correct to the nearest 20 kilometers per hour. Calculate the lower bound of the time taken in hours and minutes for this flight. So we know that the formula for speed, S represents denotes speed. Okay, speed will be equals to distance over time taken. So time taken will now be equals to distance over speed. Okay, this is what we need to use. So we need to calculate the upper and lower bounds of the distance and speed respectively. So let's start with the distance. Okay, you have the distance here. Okay, so the upper bound U and the lower bound L. So the upper bound will be 2200 plus something, and the lower bound will be 2200 minus something. So the degree of accuracy of distance is 100 kilometers. So divide by 2, that will be 50. So you need to add 50 here and subtract 50 here. So that means the upper bound of the distance will be 2250 and the lower bound will be 2150. So we need to do the same thing for the speed. Okay, so we can write, okay, let's use here speed. Okay, the upper bound U will be equals to 740 plus something, and the lower bound L will be 740 subtract something. Okay, so the degree of accuracy is 20 kilometers per hour. So you divide it by 2, that will be 10. So you add 10 here, you subtract 10 here. So this will give you 750 and this will give you 730. Okay, so to calculate the lower bound now, so lower bound of the time taken, okay, will be equals to lower bound of the distance. Okay, so lower bound of the distance like this, then divided by the upper bound of the speed, upper bound of the speed. So that will give us the lower bound of the time. So that will be equals to 2150 divided by 750. Okay, so that will give us 2.8667 hours, but we are asked to leave our answer in hours and minutes. So that means we need to convert 0.866 hours to minutes. Already we have 2 hours here. So from this is 2 hours. So we need to convert 0.86672 minutes. Okay, and that is easy. You just have to say 0.8667 times 60. Okay, so if you do that, that will give you 52. So that means you have 2 hours 52 minutes. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 2. Question 2. the table shows the number of each type of bird seen in a garden on Monday. Find the percentage of the birds that are starlings. Okay, so to do this, you have to get the total. So the total will be the addition of the birds, and that will be 8 add 6 add 11 add 5. So 6 add 5, that will be 11. 11 add 11, that will be 22. 22 add 8, that will be 30. So the total here is 30. Okay, so the starling birds are just 11. So it will be 11 out of 30 times 100%. So this will give you 36.7%. So we have 36.7% here. Then the next question, that will be B, Roman figure 1. In the table, complete the column for the pie chart sector angle. So what you need to do is that you know that the total angle, the total of the angles will be 360 degrees. Okay, so to get the sector angles, okay, you have to divide the frequency, okay, each of the frequencies by 360 by the total, then multiplied by 360. So for this, you're going to have 6 over 30 then times 360 to give you the answer here. So this will be 72. So for this, you do 11 over 30 times 360. So that will give you 132, and this will give you 60 degrees. Okay, so if you add everything together, you should get 360 degrees. So let's go to the next question. That will be complete the pie chart to show the information in the table. So you need to get your ruler and a protractor to complete this. So now that we have the ruler and the protractor, so we can draw the remaining angles. So let's take the protractor. So you need to set the center of the protractor. It must be in line with the center of the circle, like this. So this is 0 degree now. So I'm counting like this: 0, 10, 20, 30, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I want to construct the one for J. That will be 72 degrees. So you have 0 here, then 70 is here, then 72 is somewhere around here. So I can make the dot here. Okay, so put the point here. Okay, 72 is somewhere around here. Then you need to take your ruler and a pencil, so you connect the center of the circle to this point here, and that will be for J. Okay, so for me, I can draw a straight line directly. So by drawing from here, okay, and join it to this spot here. So this is what I can do directly. So but for you, you have to make use of a ruler and a pencil. So this will be 72 degrees. Okay, so you may want to put the angle here. This one is 96 degrees here. So and this is J. So you put the name there. So the next one will be styling, which is 132. So you need to take the protractor again and set the center again. Then the center should be here. Okay, so we have this one to be like this. 0 is here. So we use the inner reading again: 0, 10, 20 up to 132. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, so this is 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. So 132 will be somewhere around here. So you can put the dot there. Okay, so let's remove this. Okay, so I can draw a straight line directly from here, and let's it come to this spot here. But for you, you have to make use of a ruler and a pencil. So this will be for styling like this, and it is 132 degrees. Okay, so for this one, this is the last one. Okay, so they need to measure this. Just put 60 degrees here, and that will be for rubbing. Okay, so this is how you complete this. Okay, let's go to the next question. That will be question 2C. On Tuesday, the number of goldfinches seen in the garden increased by 262.5%. Calculate the number of goldfinches seen on Tuesday. So that means at 100% you have 8. Okay, so if you go back to the table, you have 8. That is at 100%. Okay, so for when it's increased by 262.5%, so that means it's going to be 362.5%. So what will be the value at this percentage? So that is what we need to do. So if you cross multiply, you have the value of x to be 8 multiplied by 362.5, then divided by 100. So this will give you 29. So that will be 29. Part D, one of the most common birds in the world is the red-billed quail, which lives in sub-Saharan Africa. There are approximately 1,500 million of these birds in this area. Write 1,500 million in standard form. Okay, so this is the same as 1.5 billions, because it is a billion is 1,000 times a million. Okay, so this will be 1.5. Okay, so that is we are going to have 1, 5, then you have 0, 0. So you have 6 zeros now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you count 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3, comma. So 1,500 million is the same as 1.5 billions. Okay, so that will be let's see, the in standard form it will be 1.5 times 10 to the power of what? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you can check my YouTube channel. I have a video on how to write a number in standard form. Okay, so this will be 1.5 times 10 to the power of 9. Roman figure 2, the land area of sub-Saharan Africa is approximately 21.2 million square kilometers. Work out the average number of these birds per square kilometers. So 21.2 million means 21,200,000. Okay, so that is what it means. Okay, square kilometers. Now we can write this in standard form. That will be 2.12 times 10 to the power of 7. So work out the average number of these birds. So number of birds is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 9. So that is this one here. Okay, then per divided by the land area, that will be 2.12 times 10 to the power of 7. Okay, so this will be bed now, and this will be square kilometers. So that will be kilometer squared. Okay, so if you divide this by this, you will get 70.75, which is approximately 70.8 birds per kilometer squared. So we put 70.8 here. So let's go to the next question. So that will be question 3. Question 3. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So if you label triangle A, this will be point P, point Q, and point R. So if you turn this now, okay, if you turn this anticlockwise like this, so you see that point P will now be P prime here. Then this will be Q prime, and this will be R prime. So this tells us that it is rotation. So we need to get the center of rotation, the angle of rotation, and the direction. So the direction is already anti-clockwise. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to get the center of rotation. So to get the center of rotation, we have to connect corresponding points together and bisect. Okay, that is, I can do this. Let's connect P and P prime together, this and this. So we connect them together and bisect this line. Okay, so we'll also connect Q and Q prime together, okay, and bisect this. And we may want to do the third one by connecting this and these together. We bisect them as well. Okay, so where the perpendicular bisector of these lines, okay, meets is the center of rotation. So I'm going to do that and show you the results. Now I've bisected the three lines and use different colors for the arcs and the corresponding perpendicular bisectors. Okay, so that is what I have here, and you can see that they all meet at this point here. Okay, so they meet here. So that is the center of rotation. That is x equals to 2 and y equals to 7. So the next thing we need to do is to find the so we know that this is rotation and we found the center of rotation. So we need to find the angle now. Okay, so once we get the angle, then that will be all, because we already know the direction to be anti-clockwise. Now to get the angle of rotation, so we need to draw a line from a point. So let's say point R, for instance, okay, from the object which is triangle A. So let's draw a line from here. We draw it to the center of rotation. Okay, then we also draw from the center of rotation to the corresponding point which is R prime. Okay, here. So it is obvious that it is 90 degrees. So without measuring it, okay, so you have 90 degrees here. Look at it, it is obvious. So if you want to confirm this, so you can make use of your protractor. Okay, so that is from here, the center of the protractor at the center of rotation. Then you set this to be 0. Okay, so this should be 0, and if you may count like this, anti-clockwise from the object to the image is anti-clockwise, and it is 90 degrees. So we are done. So I can remove this now. Okay, so let's scroll down and complete the information. So we have the name of the transformation to be rotation. Okay, then the center will be 2,7. So and the angle is the direction is 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Okay, so let's go to the next question. That will be part B. Draw the image of triangle A after Roman figure 1, a reflection in the line y equals to 1. So let's draw the line y equals to 1. So I can remove this a little bit. Let's shift this up so I can remove these two. I don't need them for now. Okay, so let's draw the line y equals to 1. The line y equals to 1 will be this. So from here, so you draw to this point here. Okay, so that is line y equals to 1. So we want to reflect the image of we want to reflect triangle A after a reflection. Okay, so that is this one here. So let's count from each of these let's count from each of the points of triangle A to this reflection line or mirror line, okay, and transfer the same steps to the other side here. So let's start with point P. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to transfer 5 to the other side from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means we are going to have point P prime prime here. This will be P prime prime. So let's take another point for point Q. We have 1, 2. So let's count 1, 2. So we're going to have this. So this will be Q prime prime. For R, it will be on the same level here. So this will be R prime prime. So we can now connect them together. So this and this, then this and this, then this and this. Okay, so that will be the reflection of triangle A. Okay, so we're not asked to label it. Okay, so leave it like that. Then the next one will be a translation of triangle A by the vector x equals to 5, y equals to minus 7. Okay, so x is equals to 5, y is equals to negative 7. So let's start from point P. So we'll count 5 towards the right hand side and 7 downward. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's count 7 downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a point will be here. So this will be P prime prime prime. So the same thing. Let's go to point Q. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll count 7 downward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I think I need to scroll down again. So let me take that again. Okay, so let's take that again. So point P. So let's count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then 7 downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the point will be here. Okay, so let's denote this here. Okay, since P and Q are on the same straight line, so they will be here, and you can check the gap between them is 1, 2, 3. We check here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this will be Q prime prime prime, and for this you can easily get it. The gap between them is just 1, so it should be here. That is R prime 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 should be here. So we can confirm again. Let's count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can connect them together. So like this and this. We have this and this. Okay. Oh, then this and this. So I need to adjust this one. So like this, so that this, so let's adjust this a little bit. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So we have an enlargement, okay, with the scale factor 2 at center minus 4 comma 5. Okay, so the center is minus 4 comma 5 and the scale factor is, I think, let me see 2 or negative 2. Okay, the scale factor is 2. Okay, so let's identify the center of enlargement. So that will be x equals to minus 4 here and y equals to 5. Okay, so the point will be here. Okay, so this is the center of enlargement. So let's start with point P. So from the center of enlargement, so let's count to point P. So you have 1 upward, that is 1. So 1 multiplied by scale factor 2, that will be 2. So that means the image will be 2 in this direction. So it will be 1, 2. So we are going to have P prime 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 here. So this will be P prime 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 here. So from the center of enlargement, let's count to point Q. You have 1, 2, that is 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that will be 4. So count 4 in this direction. So this is already 2, 3, 4. So it will be on this line here. So this will be Q prime 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 prime. And to this one, so we can easily get the distance here. Since the distance here is just 1 multiplied by 2, it will be 2. So it should be 1, 2. It should be somewhere around here. Okay, but alternatively, so this is R prime 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 prime. So alternatively, you can just count from the center of enlargement to point R. So the x will be 1. So x equals to 1. Then the y will be 1, 2. That is minus 2. So if you multiply by the scale factor, okay, so it's going to be 2 times 1, 2, 2 times minus 2, minus 4, okay. So let's count from the center of enlargement. 1, 2 is here, then 4 downward, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still have it to be here. So let's connect them together. So it will be this here, okay. Then let's connect this and these two. Should be here, okay. And I think this one has already drawn itself. Okay, so let's have it like this. So this is what you get here. So let's go to the next question. So that will be, okay, we are done with this. So the next question will be question 4. Question 4a. Find the size of one interior angle of a regular 10-sided polygon. So we know that one exterior angle of a regular polygon is equals to 360 degrees divided by the number of sides. Okay, so we can easily get one exterior angle, and this will be equals to 360 degrees divided by 10. So that will be 36 degrees. So one exterior angle, okay, of this polygon is equals to 36 degrees. And we know that one interior angle add one exterior angle should be equals to 180 degrees because they will be on a straight line. So that means one interior angle now will be equals to 180 degrees subtract 36 degrees. Okay, so that will give us 144 degrees. So let's go to part B. The points A, B, C, and D, A, B, C, D, and E lie on a circle. FG is a tangent to the circle at point D. EB is parallel to DC. Find the value of each of W, X, Y, and Z respectively. Okay, so we can start from somewhere. Look at W. Let's start with W. So W will be equals to 20. Okay, it will be equals to 20. Why? Because 20 is here, this angle here, 20 degrees is in alternate segments, okay, to W, okay. So angles in alternate segments are equal, so W will be equals to 20 degrees, okay. So the alternate segment will be E through D, C, B, A, and back to E. That's the alternate segment, and this angle is in the alternate segment, okay. So to this angle here. So the next one we can calculate now is x. Yes, x is equals to, let's see, here, okay. So angle x and angle W are in the same segment, so it will be equals to 20 degrees. They are both subtended by this arc ED, okay. So they are in the same segment, okay. So that means I have 20 here as well. Next, okay, I can find angle DAC, that is this angle here. So this angle DAC will be equals to this angle here, 25 degrees, because they are angles in alternate segments, okay. So this will be 25 as well, okay. So from this I can find angle Y, because this in a triangle, okay, let's say from, okay, triangle ACD, so I can find Y, okay. So it will be Y plus 25 plus okay, Y plus 20, that is that angle there, Y plus 20, then that is the whole of this angle from here to this place, that is Y plus 20, then plus 75 plus 25 should be equals to 180 degrees. Sum of angles in the triangle add up to that. Then we can have Y plus 120, okay, to be equals to 180 degrees, and Y is equals to 180 degrees. Y is equals to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. So Y will be equals to 60 degrees. So I can put the value of Y here. Y is equals to 60 degrees. So I found it. Y equals to 60 degrees. Later I will transfer it to the right place. So alternatively, you can get angle Y, since you know that you have in triangle ACD, here is 25, here is 75, okay. So these two add up to what? They add up to 100, right? So that means angle Y plus 20, that is this angle here, should add up to 80. So you can easily say Y add 20 is equals to 80, then Y will be equals to 80 subtract 20, so Y will be equals to 60 degrees. So alternatively, you can get the value of Y from there. So next is to get this angle here, okay. So once we can get this angle, then we can easily get the value of angle Z, okay. So let me write up here so that you can see what I'm doing. So to get this angle EDA, okay, so we have to subtract 20, 60, 20, and 25 from 180 degrees, because these angles here from here up to this angle here, okay, so they are angles on a straight line and they should add up to 180 degrees. So let me remove that. So to get this angle EDA now, this particular angle here, so we just have to do 180 subtract 20 subtract 60, then subtract 20 subtract 25, and this should give us 55, okay. So this angle here is 55 degrees. So it's easy to get angle Z now. So from triangle EBD, EBD. So we can get the value of angle Z. So that means Z plus, so this angle here from here to here, that is angle EDB, will be 55 plus 60. So that is plus 55 plus 60, then plus this angle EBD, that is 20. Okay, so everything should add up to 180 degrees. So we cannot get Z to be equals to 180 degrees minus all this angle, that is minus 55, okay, minus 60 minus 20. So the value of angle Z should be equals to 45 degrees. So we are done with all the angles. We can come here. So we can say W is equals to 20. Excuse me, X equals to 20. Then Y is equals to 60 and Z equals to 45. Okay. So I chose not to use the space below because I really want you to see the diagram. Okay. So I just have to manage there. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 5. Question 5. Indira records the time taken for workers in our company to travel to work. The table and the histogram each show part of this information. Okay, so let's scroll down. Complete the table and the histogram. So here we need to complete this and this. So we need to get information from the histogram. So from the histogram, so for the first class interval between 0 and 10, the frequency density is 2.8. So we can use that to get the frequency here. So we know that frequency density FD equals to frequency F over C. So this will be equals to okay, let's use another line. So we have 2.8 to be equals to the frequency over the class size. That will be 10 minus 0. That will be 10. So the frequency is 2.8 times 10. So you have 28 here. For the second one, the frequency density is 3. So we're going to have 3 to be equals to frequency over the class size is 15. Okay, so you have 15 here. So F equals to 45. So you have 45 here. Okay, then we can now complete the histogram now. Okay, so the second one will be when the frequency density. Okay, so to complete the other ones, we need to calculate the frequency density for each of them. Okay, so that is for 25 to 40. 25 to 40. Okay, that will be here now. We need to get the frequency density, and the next one will be 40 to 60. So it will be here. Okay, and the last one will be 60 to 80. So it will be here. Okay, so let's start with the first one. We need to get the frequency density of this one. Okay, so the frequency density will be equals to frequency over the class size. Okay, so for this one it will be the frequency is equals to 57, okay, divided by, okay, let's write here 57, then divided by the class size, which will be 40 minus 25. 57 divided by 15, so that will give us 3.8. So the frequency density for this will be 3.8. So for the next one, it will be 38 divided by 20. That will give us 1.9. Okay, for the last one, that will be 12 divided by 20. That will give us 0.6. That is the frequency densities for the remaining class intervals. So we can now go to the histogram, to the chart, and complete it. So from 25 to 40, Okay, so the frequency density is 3.8. So that means you're going to have something from here. Let's draw up here. So 3.8 should be this place. Okay, then we can draw from here to complete it. Then 3.8 should be here, and finally we join them together. We're going to have something like this. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, I think I can redraw that. So you draw from here and draw this like this. Okay, so this is what, sorry, permit me to correct this and just adjust this one like this. Let's bring it down a little bit from here. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, so the next one will be from 40 to 60, and the frequency density is 1.9. So that means you draw from here. 1.9 should be around here. Okay, so we leave it here. So we join it with this 1.9 from here. Okay, so we draw to this point here, and the last one is from 60 to 80. The frequency density is 0.6. So you draw from here upward. 0.6 will be somewhere here. Okay, then you can draw this now. 0.6 will be like this. Okay, so join them together. So that will be the drawing here. Okay, sorry, I think I need to retake that one again. So 0.6 will be here like this, then draw up to this level here. Okay, so good. So this is how to complete the histogram. So let's go to the next one. Calculate an estimate of the mean. So to calculate an estimate of the mean, so you need to get the average of this. So if this will be x now, okay, so I'll take this to be to find the average of this one. So you add 10 plus 0, that will be 10 divided by 2. So you're going to have 5 here. So you do the same thing. 10 add 25 divided by 2, you have 17.5. Okay, and so on and so forth. You can do that. So I think I can do that here. So the average will be x. Then we have the frequency to be f like this. Okay, so we can have the product to be fx. Okay, so here we're going to have 5 here, 5. We have 17.5. We have 32.5. We have 50. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit, and we have 70 when you find the averages. Okay, then the frequency will be 28, 45, 57, 38, and I think let me scroll up, 12, yes, 38 and 12. So if you multiply this by this to get your fx, so you're going to get 140. You get 787.5. Here you get 1852.5. Here you get 1900, and finally 840. So if you add these together, you should get 5520. And for the frequency, so the total will be 180. So that means the mean and estimated mean will be 5520 divided by 180. So that will be approximately 30.7 minutes. So let's go to the next question. So that will be question C. Rashid says the longest time that any of these workers take to travel to work is 80 minutes. Give a reason why Rashid may be wrong. Okay, so look at this, may be wrong. So it tells us that it could either be wrong or right. So that is, there's a chance that it could be right, and there is a chance that it could be wrong. So we have to find the chance that we are asked to find a reason that it could be wrong. Okay, so let's go to the chart here. From the table, you see that t is less than or equals to 80. So from here, it means that t could be less than 80 and t could be equals to 80. So this is why there is a chance that it could be right and there is a chance that it could be wrong. Okay, so now if t is less than 80, okay, that means it will be wrong. Okay, so that's the chance. So I can say that, let's go back to the next page. Okay, so a reason why Rashid may be wrong is that the value of t could, that's the highest time there, could be less than 80. Okay, so due to the reason I showed you earlier. Okay, so if the value of t could be less than 80, that means it will be wrong. Okay, so because that is t is either less than or equals to 80 degrees, so that means there is possibility that t will be less than 80 and it will be wrong. Okay, but if t is equals to 80, then that means it will be right. So in another sense, we could be asked to give a reason why Rashid may be right. Okay, so that means in this case t will be equals to 80. Okay, so that is what I understand here. So let's go to the next question. Indira picks 3 workers at random from those who take longer than 25 minutes to travel to work. Calculate the probability that one worker takes 60 minutes. Okay, look at this, 60 minutes or less, that is less than or equals to 60. That is one criterion, and the other one condition, and the other 2 each take more than 60, that is greater than 60. Okay, now let's go to those that take longer than 25 minutes first. That's where we are taking our data. Okay, so here it will be this, that is 57. Okay, this one 50, 38 and 12. Okay, so these are the workers that spend more than 25 minutes. Okay, so then we can get the total, okay, to be equals to, so the total will be equals to 57 add 38 add 12, and this will be equals to 107. Okay, so we can now go to this condition now. Okay, so we have 3 selections. Okay, so that means it's going to be greater than 60, okay, less than or equals to 60, then greater than 60, then greater than 60. So the first selection will be less than or equals to 60. Let's write it. Less than or equals to 60. That's the first selection. Then the second selection will be greater than 60. Okay, and the third selection will be from greater than 60. Okay, and we can arrange this in 3 ways. Okay, so that means we can easily multiply by 3. Okay, so let me show you. So less than or equals to 60. Let's go to the table again. So less than or equals to 60. So in this region, okay, that is from here. So don't forget that we are only dealing with this region here. Okay, we are only dealing with this region. Okay, so less than or equals to 60 will be these people, 38 and then 57. So if you add them together, that will be 90. So let's go back to the other page, to the next page. Okay, so that means less than or equals to 60, we have 95 people here. Okay, and then greater than 60, let's go. So greater than 60, we're going to have okay, we have 12 people there. So I think we have the necessary information now. So greater than 60 is we have 12 persons here. Okay, so these are the things we need to use to get it now. Okay, so for the first selection, so we're going to be 60. Okay, for less than or equals to 60. Okay, we select one person there, and we're going to select one person here. Okay, and two persons from this. Okay, so the first person will be from here. Okay, to be that is less than or equals to 60 minutes will be 95 people. Okay, over 107, then times, so greater than 60 we have 12 persons there. That will be the second selection. So don't forget that this is without replacement. Okay, so the total is now 106. So this one will give us 12 over 106. Okay, so we have selected another one. The total is now 105, but we are still selecting from these 12 persons. Okay, now there are 11, so it will be 11 out of 105. Okay, so this is the first possibility. Okay, the second possibility will be that you choose this first. So you're going to have 12 over 107 times, then you select 95 from less than or equals to 60. Next, that will be 95 over, the total is now 106, then times, then you select from this one, then it will now be 11 over 105. Okay, so this is the second possibility. The last possibility will be 11 out of 107. We are selecting from this again. It will be 12 rather. It will be 12 out of 107. We are selecting from here again. It will be 11 out of 106 now, and you are selecting this as the last one. That will be 95 over 105. So this is the third possibility. So if you look at the three possibilities, you see that our denominators are 95, 12 and 11, 95, 12 and 11, and then the denominators are also similar. So instead of you repeating this, you can just multiply by 3 straight away. That is, the answer will be, so this is one way, or okay, you simply say 3 into 95 over 107 times 12 over 106 times 11 over 105. Okay, so if you do this, your answer will be approximately 0.0316. Okay, so that is to three significant figures, 0.0316. So that is what you have there. Let's go to the next question. Question 6. F of x equals to 5x minus 3. G of x equals to 64 to the power of x. H of x equals to 2 over x plus 1, where x is not equals to -1. Find the value of f of 2. So f of 2 will just be, okay, this is f of x. So f of 2 will be equals to 5 into 2, then minus 3. That will be equals to 10 minus 3, and that will be equals to 7. So that is f of 2. Then g f of 0.5. So you need to firstly get g f of x. Okay, so g f of x, okay, will be equals to 64 to the power of 5x minus 3. Then we cannot get g f of 0.5. So this will be equals to 64 to the power of 5 into 0.5, okay, minus 3. Okay, so for those that may not understand how I got g f of x, so is this, you just pass f of x into g of x. Okay, so let me just show you up here. Okay, you see that g of x, okay, is equals to 64 to the power of x. Okay, so to get g f of x. That means instead of x now, we put f of x there. Okay, so anywhere you see x, you put f of x. That will be 64 to the power of what? 5x minus 3. Okay, so that is how I got this. Okay, so back to the solution here. So if you do this, you have 64 to the power of 5 times 0.5. That will give you 2.5 minus 3. So that will give us 64. Okay, let's write up here to be 64 to the power of minus 0.5, which is the same thing as 64 to the power of minus 1 over 2, which is the same thing as 1 over 64 to the power of 1 over 2, which is the same thing as 1 over 8. Okay, so 1 over 8 by applying law of indices there. Okay, so let's scroll down. Then part B, find h inverse of x. Okay, so let h inverse of x. Okay, so let h inverse of x to be equals to y. Okay, so that means we're going to have y to be equals to 2 over x plus 1. So h inverse of x is giving us 2 over x plus 1, and I already said we should let h inverse of x to be y. So now let's make x the subject of the formula. So if you do this, we're going to have x plus 1 to be equals to 2 over y. Then we can send or transfer 1 to the right hand side, so we'll be left with, so from here, so we'll have x to be equals to 2 over y minus 1. So now let's replace x with h inverse of x. We have h inverse of x, and replace y with x, so that will be 2 over x minus 1. So this will be the h inverse of x, 2 over x, then minus 1. So let's go to part C. Find x when g of x equals to 1 over 2 to the power of 5. Okay, so we know that g of x equals to 64. Look at it. G of x equals to 64 to the power of x. So if g of x is now 1 over 2 to the power of 5, so that means we have 1 over 2 to the power of 5 here to be equals to 64 to the power of x. So we can write this in base 2 to be 2 to the power of minus 5 equals to 64. 2 can also be written in base 2, so that will be 2 to the power of 6x. So 2 will cancel 2, so that means we have minus 5 to be equals to 6x, and x equals to minus 5 over 6. So we get the value of x to be equals to minus 5 over 6. Okay, then part D, write as a single fraction in the simplest form 1 over f of x minus h of x. So that will be 1 over f of x equals to 5x minus 3, then minus h of x is equals to 2 over x plus 1. Okay, so the LCM will be the product of the denominators. That will be 5x minus 3 into x plus 1. So the denominator, the LCM divided by 5x minus 3, that will give us that will leave us with x plus 1. The minus the LCM divided by x plus 1, that will leave us with 5x minus 3 multiplied by 2. So 2 into 5x minus 3. So let's expand this. So this will give us x plus 1 minus 10 x, then plus 6 everything over 5x minus 3 into x plus 1. Okay, so if you simplify this, we will get x7, that is x, let's see, x minus, so we have x minus 10x, then plus 6 plus 1. Okay, so over 5x minus 3 into x plus 1. Okay, so this and this will be 7. Okay, and this will be minus 9x. So we can write it as 7 minus 9x over the denominator. So 5x minus 3 into x plus 1. So the answer will be 7 minus 9x then over, okay, let's write this. Okay, so the denominator will be 5x minus 3 then into x plus 1 then 7 minus 9x. So that is how to simplify that. So let's go to the next question. That will be question 7. Complete the table of values for y equals to 3 cos 2x degrees. Okay, so what you can do here is to write this, input this into your calculator. Okay, and that's table using a function called table. Then you can set the values to be from 0 to 90 degrees, and then the step could be the step should be 5. Okay, because you have 45 here. So when you do that, we are going to get the values here. So for 45, the value of y will be 0. For 60, it will be negative 1.5, and for 80, it will be negative 2.8. Okay, so there's no need for you to start working out this manually. Okay, it's going to take your time. You can just use the table function and you'll get this. So part B, draw the graph of y equals to 3 cos 2x for 0 is less than or equals to x and x is less than or equals to 90 degrees. Okay, so let's scroll down. Okay, so we need to plot x against y. When x equals to 0, y is equals to 3.0. So here you can just mark a point here. You have a point here. Then when x equals to 10, y is equals to 2.8. So 2.8 will be around here. It will be around here. That is, a line is 0.2. So you have 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6. So 2.8 will be here. Okay, so let's mark it here like this. Okay, so when x equals to 20, y is equals to 2.3. So 2.3, this is 2, 2.2, so 2.4. So it will be in between these two lines like this. Okay, to be in between them. So when x is equals to 30, y is equals to 1.5. So this is 1. So this is 1.2. So 1.5 will be in between them. So that is somewhere here. Okay. So it's not easy to locate it with this platform, digital device. Okay. So when x equals to 40, y is equals to 0.5. Okay, 40 here. So this is going to be 0.2, 0.4, it will be 0.6. So it will be this middle here. Okay, the middle of this line. No, that is too close. So we have 0.2, 0.4, then 0.6. It should be middle here, exactly here. Okay, when it is 45, so 45 will be middle. Then y is equals to 0, so it will be here. Okay, so when it is 50, then it is negative 0.5. So we need to go to the negative values of y. So when it is, okay, let me scroll up a little bit so that we can be seeing the, yes, good. So when x equals to 50, y is equals to negative 0.5. This is 0.2, 0.4. So it will be in between this. It will be in between this and this. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, let's correct that. Okay, 0.2, 0.4. So it will be in between this and this. Okay, so when x equals to 60, it is minus 1.5. So this is 1 here. So 1.2, 1.4, then 1.5 will be in between here. Okay, so when it is 70, okay, it is minus 2.3. So 70 minus 2.3, it will be minus 2, minus 2.2. Then it will be in between here and here. Okay, when it is 80, it is minus 2.8. Okay, this is minus 2. Minus 2.8 will be this one here, almost the last one. Okay, second to the last one. Okay, then 90 will be minus 3.0. So it's going to be this one here. So this is what you have here. Okay, good. So we need to draw this. Okay, for me, I don't have a French curve, so I'll just try to draw the curve here and show you the results. So this is the rough sketch of the curve. Okay, so use your graph to solve the equation 3 cos 2x equals to minus 2. So we know that this is equals to y. So that means we need to draw the line y equals to minus 2. So that is where the solution lies. Y equals to negative 2. Okay, so if you draw y equals to negative 2 from here, okay, this is y equals to negative 2. Okay, let me take that again. So y equals to negative 2 will be this line here. Okay, good. So the solution is where it touches the curve, and it is here, this point here. So if we trace it to the value of x, so this is 60, between 60 and 70, that will be 65. So this region here, okay, so it's going to be 65. So x equals to 65, okay, degrees. Okay, so that will be the value of x. Okay, so let's go to part D. By drawing a suitable straight line, solve the equation this. Okay, 120 cos 2x equals to 80 minus x. So from here we need to make sure we need to write this so that this can be equals to y, that is, it will be equals to 3 cos 2x. So we need to divide through by 40. Divide this by 40, divide this by 40. So 40 here 1, 40 here 3. So we have 3 cos 2x. Okay, to be equals to, this will be 2, and this will give us minus 1 over 40x. Okay, now look at this. This is now y, okay, from the given equation here. So we have this to be equals to y to be equals to minus 1 over 40. Let's rearrange x. So plus 2. Okay, so from here you just have to get 2 points. So when you compare this with general equation of a straight line, you see that the gradient is minus 1 over 40, and then the intercept on y-axis is plus 2. Okay, but we cannot use that because it is not possible for us to be going to have this minus 1 over 40 is not that flexible. Okay, so what you can just do is to do this. Okay, so when x equals to 0, y will be equals to 2. So we have a point here. And also when y is equals to 0, okay, so we need to get the value of y, so x. Okay, so when y equals to 0, so you have 0 to be equals to minus 1 over 40, okay, x plus 2. So this will give us 1 over 40 x to be equals to 2, and x equals to 80. So that is pretty easy. So you go to where x equals to 80. So the second point will be here. Okay, so and these 2 points are enough for us to draw the straight line. So it will be this, okay. So you may want to extend it beyond that, no problem, okay. So just have something like this, okay. So we are good now. Then we can now get the necessary answer now. So what will be the value of x now? So it is where it touches the curve, okay. So and it touches the curve somewhere around here. So this is the point. Let's take it carefully. So here, so that is this particular spot here. So we cannot get the value that is so a value of a line, the value of a line here is 1, okay. So this is 30, so this will be 36, let's see, 31, 32, 33, 34. I think, let's say this is the line here. So this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be 34. So let's scroll down and write the answer here. So s equals to 34. So let's go to the next question. The diagram shows a shape made from a major sector AOB and triangles OBC and AOD. OB is equals to 6 centimeters, BC equals to 2 centimeters, obtuse angle AOC equals to 135 degrees, and angle BCO equals to 90 degrees. Show that angle BOC is equals to 19.5 degrees correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, so from triangle OBC here, okay, we have a right angled triangle. Okay, so we can easily use this sine rule to get this angle here. So this is theta. So this is what we want to get. So let me just write here. So we can have sine theta to be equals to 2 over 6. That is opposite over hypotenuse, which is equals to 1 over 3. And then the sine theta, of course, will be 0.3333. And theta will be equals to sine inverse of 0.3333, and theta will be equals approximately 19.5 to 1 decimal place. So we can just show it there. Okay, so part Roman figure 2, calculate the area of the major sector. So the area of the major sector, it will be this angle here, okay, like this reflex angle here, okay. So don't forget that we have found the value of theta. The value of theta is 19.5 degrees. That's given. Okay, so to get this reflex angle now, okay, so that will be 360 subtract, okay, I can just write it here to be theta 360 minus 135 minus 19.5. So that is the reflex angle over 360. So this represents our theta now. Then times pi r squared times 3.14 times the radius is let's roll up 6 centimeters. Yes, it's 6 centimeters. That's 6 squared. Okay, so you can input this into your calculator, or better still, you can have 205.5 over 360, then times 3.14 times 36. So you can input this into your calculator, and this will give you 64.527. Then that is approximately 64.5 centimeters squared to 3 significant figures. So let's go to the next question. That should be question, okay, Roman figure 3. So C is the midpoint of OD. Okay, C is the midpoint of OD. So that means OC and then OD are equal. So once we know OC, so we can get CD, okay, respectively. So let's go back to the question. So C is the midpoint of OD. Calculate AD. So to get AD now, let's see AD. Okay, let's go up. So we want to get AD, right? So we need to firstly get OC from here. We need to get OD rather. Okay, so once we get OD, then we can now find AD, okay, by using cosine rule. Of course, we know that this OA is equals to 6 centimeters, okay, because it's a radius, okay. Then we want to find AD, okay, so here is the unknown, so we need to get OD, so that will make it possible for us to use cosine rule. But before we can find OD, we need to find OC, okay, and then OD will be twice OC. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can find OC. So let's scroll down, or let's go to the next page, okay. So from triangle OBC, so we have that OC squared is equals to OB squared minus BC squared, and that will be equals to 6 squared minus 2 squared. So if you do this, this will give you 36 minus 4, okay, that will be 32, and then OC will be square root of 32. Then OC is equals to 5.6569. So we cannot get OD, so OD will be equals to 2 into OC, and that will be equals to 11.3 if you do that. So now we cannot make use of cosine rule, okay. So let's divide this into 2. So from triangle AOD, okay, so we can get AD squared, okay, equals to 6 squared plus 11, okay. If you understand Pythagoras and cosine rule very well, so you may not need to write this formula. So, but let me just write something. OA squared plus OD squared minus 2 into OA into OD, then cos the angle there, that's cos 135, okay, cos 135 degrees, okay. So now we can now key in the values. So this will be 6 squared plus 11.3 squared minus 2 into 6, okay, into 2 into 6, 2 into 11.3, then cos 135 degrees. I think I'm somehow exhausted. My handwriting is becoming bad. Okay, it's getting worse. Okay, so now you can input this into your calculator. Okay, so that will give you AD squared is equals to 259, okay, 0.5732. So if you take square root of both sides, so you have AD to be equals to square root of 259.5732, then AD will be equals to 16.1 centimeters, okay. So you have 16.1 centimeters here. Then let's go to Roman figure 4. Calculate the total area of the shape, okay. So the total area of the shape will be area of this major sector plus area of triangles OBC and AOD, okay. So that will be the area of this shape. So of course we've already found the area of the major sector, so we need to find area of triangles OBC and triangle AOD. So the area of triangle OBC will be base times height divided by 2. So the height is OC, and I think we got that to be 5.66, okay. So I can say 5.66, okay, to 3 significant figures, okay. So we can easily get the area from here, and from here we can also get the area of triangle AOD by using this formula, okay, because we have two sides and one angle. So the area will just be equals to product of, that is OA times, let's see, OD, okay, then sine 135 divided by 2. So this is what we're going to use to calculate the area of this. So let's go to the right page and do that. Okay, so to calculate the area of the shape. Okay, so firstly, we know that the area of the major sector, I just want to put this. So the area of the major sector is I think we calculated that to be, okay, let's check again. Okay, I think it should be here. So okay, should be here. So let's see. So the area of the major sector is 64.5. Okay, good. So let's go back. So I can put it here, 64.5 is 64.5 centimeter squared. Okay, so now let's calculate the area of triangle OBC. So area of triangle OBC will be equals to the base, okay, 2 times the height, 5.66 over 2. Of course, 2 we eliminate 2, so we have it to be 5.66 centimeter squared. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, so the third one will be the area of the second triangle there. That will be area of triangle I think AO, is it ADC? Okay, AOD. Okay, so area of triangle AOD. Okay, so this will be equals to we have to make use of OA. I think I wrote it up here before. That is OA times OD sine 35. Okay, so that is the area. So let's scroll down. So it will be OA times OD times sine 135 over 2. Okay, so if you do this, it will be equals to 6 times 11.3 times sine 135 divided by 2. Okay, so if you do this, it will give you 23.97 centimeter squared. So you have to add this, and this together. Okay, so that will give you 94.1 centimeter squared. 94.1 centimeter squared. That is 64.5 add 5.66 add 23.97. okay, so this will give you the answer here. Okay, so let's go to part B. A sector of a circle has radius 8 centimeters and area 160 centimeters squared. A mathematically similar sector has radius 20 centimeters. Calculate the area of the larger sector. So we can say that we have the smaller sector to be something like this. Okay, so we have 8 here, 8 here, and then the area is equals to 160 centimeter squared. Then we have a larger one, okay, to be something like this, and the radius is giving us 20 centimeters. We have 20 here, 20 here. Okay, so and want to find the area. Okay, so what we need to do is to say that, okay, we can say the area of the smaller sector over the area of the larger sector AL should be equals to the square of the radius of the smaller sector like this, then over the square of the radius of the larger sector like this. Okay, so that is what we need to do. So this implies that 160 over area of the larger sector, okay, to be equals to 8 squared over 20 squared. Okay, so if you cross multiply, so you're going to have area of the larger sector to be equals to 160 times 20 squared over 8 squared. Okay, so this is equals to 160 times 400 over 64. Okay, so if you do this, you get 1000. Okay, so this will give us 1000 centimeter squared. So that will be the area of the larger sector. So let's go to the next question. That is question 9. Question 9. A is the point 0,2, B is the point 3,3, and C is the point 4,0. Determine if triangle ABC is scaling or isosceles or equilateral. You must show all your working. I think you may want to have, let's say, x and y, x-axis, then y-axis respectively. So from here, we can just illustrate that point A is equals to x equals to 0, then y is equals to 2. So somewhere around here, okay, the point is here. So this is point A. So we already know the coordinates. Then point B, x equals to 3. So let's say somewhere around here, and y equals to 3. So a little bit up here. Okay, so it should be somewhere around here. So we have point B here. Then point C, x equals to 4 and y equals to 0, should be somewhere around here. Okay, so this is point C. So we can now join them together like this. We have this, then we have this, and we have this. So this is triangle ABC. Okay, so we want to find for coordinates. Okay, I think it's good to put the coordinate there. So A is equals to 0, 2, then B is equals to 3, 3, and C is equals to 4, 0. Okay, so we need to find the lengths of AB, BC, and AC respectively using the formula for, that is AB square AB. So for AB now, okay, AB, it will be equals to square root of, okay, so we can just subtract this from this and square it straight away, so you don't need to write the formula. So you can either say, if you are starting from B, so you can say 3 minus 0, that will be 3 squared, okay, then plus 3 minus 2, so that will be 1 squared, okay. Or better still, you can say, you can start from A, 0 minus 3, that will be minus 3 squared, then 2 minus 3, that will be minus 1 squared. So you still have the same thing, okay. So if you do this, this will give us square root of 9 plus 1, so which is equals to root 10, okay. So that is the length of AB. So we can find the length of A, okay, let's say BC, okay, the length BC will be equals to square root of, okay, let's start from 3 minus 4, that will be minus 1, so minus 1 squared, plus 3 minus 0, that will be 3 squared, okay. So this will also give us square root of minus 1 like this. Sorry, we have to put bracket here because this is minus 1 all squared, okay. So that is 1, then plus 9, so this is also root 10, okay. So we have two equal sides, so AB is equals to BC now, okay. But of course we have to do the third one, okay, to see if the three sides are equal. So we need to find AC. So AC will be equals to square root of So let's start from here. 4 minus 0, you have 4, that is 4 squared. Then 0 minus 2, that will be plus minus 2 squared. Okay, so this will give us square root of, okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Square root of 4 times 4 16, then plus 2 times 2 4. Okay, so this will give us root 20. So of course it is isosceles, so you can say that triangle, okay, triangle ABC is what is an isosceles. Okay, triangle, sorry, isosceles triangle. Okay, so that is what you have to do. Okay, so let's go to part B. Find the equation of the line AC. So give your answer in the form y equals to ms plus c. Okay, so for you to find the equation of line AC, you need to find the gradient. Okay, and it passes through either this point C or point A, so you can use any of these 2 points. Okay, so I can say x1 equals to 0, then y1 is equals to 2, then x2 is equals to 4, then y2 is equals to 0. So I can use this to get my gradient, that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this will give me 0 minus 2 over 4 minus 0, and this will be equals to minus 2 over 4, and this will be equals to minus 1 over 2. So this is the gradient. Okay, so the equation passes, the straight line passes through a point there, so I can use x1 and y1, that is, it passes through 0, 2, that's point A. So you can use any of the 2 points, either A or C. So for me, I'm using point A, so it will now be y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. So y minus 2 is equals to the gradient minus 1 over 2 into x minus 0. So this will leave me with y minus 2 equals to minus 1 over 2x. Of course, the other one will be 0. So I can rearrange this, and that will give me y equals to minus 1 over 2x plus 2. If we bring minus 2 to the right hand side, Roman figure 3, find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AC. The perpendicular bisector of AC will be, okay, let's draw a line here. It will be something like this. Okay, so it will be something like this. Okay, so good. That will be the perpendicular bisector of AC. So it is important for us to get this now. So at this point now, we can call this point as point M. So that means AM and MC will be equal. That is the implication. Okay, because this is going to divide it into 2 equal halves. Okay, so that means we need to get the coordinates of this now, because okay, so it passes through this point here. Okay, so that is x comma y, I can call it that. So that is the these are the coordinates of the midpoint. So it's very important for us to find the midpoint of AC. So let's scroll down a little bit. Okay, so to get the midpoint, so we need to make use of the values of x and y respectively. So look at this now. So that means we have to do 0 add 4, that is x will be equals to 0 add 4 divided by 2, and then y will be equals to 2 add 0. Okay, so divided by 2, that will give us the coordinates. So that's what the coordinate of the midpoint. Okay, so we're going to have x to be equals to 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So this will be equals to 2. Okay, then y will be equals to the same thing. Y will be equals to 0 plus 2 divided by 2. This will be equals to 1. Okay, so that means coordinates of the midpoint m will be x equals to 2, then y equals to 1. Okay, so we need the gradient. So this is point m, not the gradient. Okay, this is point m. Okay, so the gradient, okay, is perpendicular to the gradient of the perpendicular bisector is perpendicular to gradient of AC. So that means I can say m1 is the gradient of AC. So I can say that the gradient of m1 multiplied by the gradient of the perpendicular bisector, which is denoted by m2, should be equals to minus 1. And of course here, so we have this is m1 is minus 1 over 2, then multiplied by m2 equals to minus 1. So if you cross multiply, m2 will be equals to 2 over 1, which is 2. Okay, so that means the gradient is this now. So we cannot use this now. So it will be so we can denote this one to be x3. Let it be x3 and y3. Okay, so the equation will now be y minus y3. Okay, then equals to m2, that's the gradient of the perpendicular bisector of AC, into x minus x3. So we can have y minus 1 equals to 2 into x minus 2. So we have y minus 1 equals to 2x minus 4. If you rearrange, you have y equals to 2x minus 4 plus 1. Y equals to 2x then minus 3. So y equals to 2x minus 3. So that is what you get there. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Round figure 3. ABCD is a kite. The point D has coordinates w, 4 w plus 1. Find the coordinate of D. Okay, so here, so that means this is what we're going to have here. We're going to have a line like this to complete the kite. Then we can have another one here to complete this kite. Okay, so of course you know that so this is point D. Okay, so and the coordinate, let's erase this. Okay, so this is point D and we are given the coordinates to be I think w, comma, so let's check again, 4w plus 1. Okay, so 4w plus 1. Okay, so of course this side DC and side DA must be equal. Okay, so now what we need to do to get this, now we already know the equation of perpendicular bisector now, which is this BD. We know the equation of this BD. Okay, and it passes through this point. Okay, so the coordinates, okay, so we can get it here. Okay, we know the coordinates to be w and then 4w plus 1. So we just substitute the coordinates into this equation of the perpendicular bisector of AC, which is BD. Okay, so let's go there. So we have the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AC to be equals to y equals to 2x minus 3. Y equals to 2x minus 3. We just found that. So now, since this the coordinate and this equation, okay, passes through this point, so that means we can substitute there. We can have 4w plus 1 to be equals to 2 into w minus 3. So this will be 4w plus 1 equals to 2w minus 3. 4w minus 2w equals to minus 3 minus 1. We have 2w to be equals to minus 4. That implies that w equals to minus 2. Okay, so if w is equals to minus 2, okay, so that means we can get the coordinates to be minus 2, okay, comma, then this will be y will be, that means x is equals to minus 2, then y will be equals to 4 into minus 2 plus 1, okay, and definitely plus 1. This will give us minus 8 plus 1. This will give us minus 7. So this will be the coordinate of point D. So let's go to the next question. That is question 10. Question 10, expand and simplify. So if you open this bracket, you get 8x minus 4 minus 18, then plus 6x, that is 4 times 2x, 8x, 4 times minus 1, minus 4, minus 6 times 3, minus 18, minus 6 times minus x, that will be plus 6x. So if you rearrange, so we're going to get 8x plus 6x minus 4 minus 18. So this will give you 14x minus 22. Okay, so to give you 14x minus 22. Okay, so here, you may want to factor out 2. Okay, but I think it's okay like this. Okay, so factorize completely. So here, what is common here? 3xy is common. If we take out 3xy, okay, so we're going to have 6 divided by 3, you have 2, then x squared divided by x, you have x, so y cancel y, plus 9 divided by 3, you have 3, x cancel x, y cancel y. So the final answer will be 3xy into 2x plus 3. Okay, so the next one, this is Roman figure 2. So here we have 4x squared minus y squared plus 8x plus 4y. Okay, so what you can do here, let's write this and this as a difference of 2 squares. Okay, because if you try to group them, rearrange them, you won't get, it will be impossible to factorize them. So this is the same thing as 2 squared x squared minus y squared plus 8x plus 4y. So this is the same thing as 2x all squared minus y squared. Now we have difference of 2 squares plus 8x plus 4y. So now we can now factorize. So this difference of 2 squares is same as 2x minus y, okay, into 2x plus y. Okay, then plus 4 is common here. 4 into 2x plus y. Okay, 2x plus y. Okay, then we are left with 2x minus y into 4. Okay, here. So this is what we get if we factor out 2x plus y. Okay, so that will be the final. So here we can factor out 2x plus y. So you have 2x plus y. Then here we'll be left with 2x minus y. So here we'll be left with, okay, you can put a bracket here. Then you have plus 4 here like this. Okay, so this is what we're going to have. So I can just write this as 2x plus y, okay, into 2x minus y, then plus 4. So this will be our answer. So we have 2x plus y, okay, into 2x minus y plus 4. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So Antonio travels 100 kilometers at an average speed of x kilometers per hour. He then travels a further 150 kilometers at an average speed of x plus 10 kilometers per hour. The time taken for the whole journey is 4 hours 20 minutes. Show that 13x squared minus 620x minus 3000 equals to 0. So from here we know that speed is equals to distance over time taken. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to have time t to be equals to 100 over x. So we can call this equation 1. Okay, so for the second one, we have time to be equals to 150 over x plus 10. You can call this one equation 2. Okay, so the total time, okay, so the total time will be equals to this equation 1 plus equation 2. Okay, so total time, so it will be equals to 100 over x plus 150 over x plus 10. Okay, so we can now solve this. Okay, and that will give us okay, so we need to convert this now. This 4 hours 20 minutes. Okay, we need to convert it to hours. So okay, but we are given total time to be equals to 4 hours 20 minutes. So this will be equals to 20 minutes. Okay, so this will be equals to 4 hours plus 20 over 60. Okay, hours now. So if you do this, 20 here 1, 20 here 3. So this will be equals to 4 whole number 1 over 3. Okay, which is same thing as 13 over 3. So I can now say that the total time taken is 13 over 3 hours equals to 10 over x plus 150 over x plus 10. So this is what you need to simplify to get the answer there. So from here, you can multiply through by the LCM. The LCM will be the product of 3. Okay, let me just demarcate this now. To be the product of 3 and x and the product of 3x and x plus 10. Okay, so that will be the LCM. So if you do that, we are going to have, okay, let's write here. You're going to get 3 into x plus 10. Okay, so this is LCM multiplied by 13 over 3 equals to the same thing, 3 into x plus 10 multiplied by 10 over x. Okay, then plus 3 into x x plus 10 multiplied by 150 into x over 10. Of course, 3 we cancel 3 left. Okay, then 3 we cancel 3 here. So x we cancel x here. Then x plus 10 we cancel x plus 10 here. So we are left with this and this here. So if you expand the bracket here, this will be x times x. So this will give you x squared plus 10x. Okay, yeah. So then multiply by 13. So we can just say, okay, 13 times x. So we have 13x into x plus 10 left here equals to, this will be 3 times 10. That will be 30. 30 into x plus 10 here. Then equal plus 3 times x, 3x. So 3x times 150. So that will give us 450 x here. So let's expand this bracket and then simplify. So if you expand this one, you get 13x squared plus 130x to be equals to 30 times x. That will give us okay, so we can write it here. So we're going to have 3 into x into x plus 10 multiplied by 13 over 3 to be equals to 3 into x multiplied by x plus 10 into 100 over x, then plus 3 into x into x plus 10, then multiply by 150 over x plus 10. Of course, 3 we cancel 3 here, so we are left with x times 13, so that will be 13x. Okay, so we're going to have 13x into x plus 10 left here, then equals to x. We cancel x here, we'll be left with 3 times 100, that is 300 into x plus 10, then plus x plus 10, we cancel x plus 10 here, we'll be left with 3 times x, 3x times 150, that is 450x. So we need to expand this. If you do this, you get 13x squared, okay, plus 130x to be equals to 300x plus 3000 plus 450x. So if you rearrange this, so you are going to have 13x squared plus 130x minus 300x, then minus 450x, then minus 3000 to be equals to 0, and finally this will give you 13x squared minus 620x minus 3000 equals to 0. So that has been shown. So let's go to the next question. That will be question. Okay, let's see. Let's scroll down. So let's go to the next question. We are to solve this equation. Question 10C, Roman figure 2. Solve 13x squared minus 620x minus 3000 equals to 0. To find the speed Antonio travels for the first 100 kilometers of the journey, you must show all your working and give your answer correct to one decimal place. Okay, so if you compare 13x squared minus 620x minus 3000 equals to 0 with the general equation of quadratic equation, you see that a is equals to 13, b is equals to negative 620, and c is equals to negative 3000. So using the formula x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac everything over 2a. So let's key in the values. So x will be equals to minus 620 plus or minus square root of minus 620 squared, then minus 4 into 13 into c. The value of c is minus 3000, then everything over 2 into 13. Okay, so if you key in this into your calculator, rather you could simplify this further. So let's scroll up a little bit. So from here we have the value of x to be equals to, so these two signs combine together to become positive. Then you have 620, then plus or minus the square root of. So if you do this, okay, so you can simplify what you have inside the radical, okay, and find the square root as well. I think it's better to do it like this. So you can do this directly. So x will be equals to 620, then plus minus. So you can input this into your calculator, okay, and that will give you plus or minus 735.12, 735.12. So to save time, over 26. Okay, so here we have two values. So the first one will be 620 plus 735 35.12 divided by 26, and the other one is 620 minus 735.12 divided by 26. So the one with minus will give us negative, and speed can never be negative. So it will be a speed can either be greater than or equals to 0. So for that reason, so we're going to neglect the one of subtraction. So we just take x to be equals to 620, okay, then add 735.12 over 26. So we're going to neglect the minus. Okay, we don't need to do that because it will give us a negative speed. Okay, so x will be equals to, if you add these two together, you get 1355.12 over 26, and if you divide this by this, so you get the value of x to be equals to 52.1 kilometer per hour. So 52.1 kilometer per hour. So that will be the speed, okay, at distance 100 kilometer, the speed for the first 100 kilometers. Okay, so let's go to the next question. That will be question 11. The diagram shows a sketch of y equals to 18 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Find the coordinates of the points A, B, and C. Okay, so at point A, y is equals to 0. So also at point C, okay, so y is also equals to 0. So that means we can set the given equation to 0 and find the values of x at point A and C respectively. So that means we are going to do this now. So let's set y to be equals to 0. So that will give us 18 plus 5x minus 2x squared equals to 0. So we can rearrange this, and okay, let's arrange first. We have minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 18 equals to 0. So we can multiply through by negative. So that will leave us with 2x squared minus 5x minus 18 equals to 0. So we can use factorization method to solve this. So let's come up a little bit here. So this will be 2x squared. That will be plus 4x minus 9x minus 18 equals to 0, because when you multiply 18 by 2, you get 36. And the factors of 36 that add up to negative 5x are 4x and then 9x respectively. So we can factor out 2x here. You have 2x into x plus 2 minus 9 into x plus 2 equals to 0. So we can factor out x plus 2. So that will be x plus 2, okay, into 2x minus 9 equals to 0. So that means we have x plus 2 to be equals to 0, or 2x minus 9 to be equals to 0. So x equals to negative 2, or x is equals to 4.5. So that means x will be equals to negative 2 here, okay, and then x will be equals to 4.5 here. So that means the coordinates of point A are x equals to negative 2. Then of course y is equals to 0, and for coordinates for point C, the coordinates are x equals to 4.5 and y is equals to 0 as well. And for the third one, that is point point B rather, y is equals to something, but x equals to 0. So if you substitute x equals to 0 here, so y will be equals to 18. So that means we're going to have 18 here when x is equals to 0. Okay, so that's what you get here. 5 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 will be 0. So we're left with 18. So let's go to the next question. differentiate 18 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Okay, so we can say let this be equals to y. So we have y to be equals to 18 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Then to differentiate this, we get the y, the x. Okay, that will be equals to, this will be 0, add 5 minus 4x. So that means we have the y, the x to be equals to 5 subtract 4x. So let's go to part C. So here you're asked to find the coordinates of the point on y equals to 18 plus 5x minus 2x squared, where the gradient is 17. So already we found the gradient to be equals to, that's our dy, the x, which is our gradient, is equals to 5 minus 4x. Okay, so this gradient is giving us 17. So that means we can set this to be equals to 17. So 17 is equals to 5 minus 4x. Okay, so then we can say that, let's solve for x. So that will be 4x is equals to 5 minus 17. That will be 4x equals to minus 12. Then x equals to minus 12 over 4. That is equals to negative 3. Okay, so if x equals to 3, that is the coordinates of that gradient there, then we need to find the y value. So let's substitute x equals to negative 3 into this equation. That means we're going to have y equals to 18 plus 5 into negative 3, then minus 2 into negative 3 squared. So this will give us 18 minus 15. So negative 3 squared will be that will be 9. Then negative 2 times 9, that will be negative 18. So if you do this, y will be equals to negative 15. So the coordinates, okay, of the point on this curve where the gradient is 17 are x equals to negative 3 and y equals to negative 15. So this is the end of this variant, the solution to this variant. If you are seeing this channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. If you are yet to subscribe, please kindly subscribe. Your subscription means a lot to me. Also, like, comment and share this video. See you for other variants as I'm done with the 3 variants for extended papers, that is 21, 22, 23, 41, 42, 43. So we are left with the core papers. See you until then. Stay cool. Bye.